Hi everyone, Cindy Squirrel here again. Have you ever had one of those meals where you just weren't quite full enough after and you don't have any dessert? So today I'm going to show you my go-to. It's called quick pudding or half-hour pudding. What it is a cake and it's got a pudding. Once it's cooked. And the kids love watching this cook because you put the dough on the bottom, the cake batter, and then you layer it with a syrup. And then when you put it in the oven, when it cooks, it switches. And the pudding's on the bottom and the cake's on the top. And I always kid the kids about there's a man in the oven that switches it around on me and they get a blast out of that. But today I'll show you how to make it quick and easy. It takes half an hour in the oven, maybe 10 minutes to prepare, and you have a dessert that's quick, easy, and I like it. I really like it. So for this we are using, it calls for a third of a cup of white sugar. I don't quite fill my 1/3 cup because I don't need that much sugar. Okay, so you put that in there, and it's half a cup of milk. I know you're not supposed to measure with this, but half a cup of milk. 1 cup flour. Now, I've heard people say, oh, I only use the unbleached flour. Well, if you knew the history of flour and unbleached versus bleached, I'm sorry, but I opt for the bleached flour. The reason they started bleaching the flour was to make it clean, and clean as in, I'm a farmer, and I know what goes on in the granary where the wheat is stored. There's tons of mice and rats running all over your wheat. What do rats and mice do? But they pee and poop on your wheat. Then it goes to the grain elevator where more mice and rats might pee and poop on the flour. Then it goes to the mill. And again, it is pee and poop. So they bleach it. And Javex, it just kills any disease that might be on your grain. So for me, there's so many bad things in this world, but nothing is worse than eating mouse pee and poop, I think. So anyways, I use bleached flour. And we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and there we go. We just put that all in there and just stir it up. Doesn't take much to stir it. You don't need a mixer or anything like that. Now, you could add raisins to this, a cup of raisins. My husband doesn't like raisins, so I don't add raisins. And it's quite a stiff batter. See, now wasn't that easy? It just, like, no time at all. Like, we've only been, what, 2 minutes maybe? Start to finish. Now, we're gonna put it, we have buttered. Sorry, I'm all about butter. Glob that in there. Now I'm going to go get a little spatula. Force it down. Take it off. And just sort of roll that, push it down as much as you can. Like I said, it's a very stiff batter. And there's like no egg in it, so you always have the ingredients for this one. Okay, now you're gonna set that to one side. Now, in this 2-cup measure cup, I put in enough butter, the size of a, it's a size of an egg maybe, okay? That's what we'll call it. And we're gonna fill that up to 1 cup. Now I have the tea kettle boiling. Okay, I'm gonna put boiling hot water up to the 1 cup mark in there. Okay, we're gonna melt that butter. And to that, we are going to add about 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And this is when I get to use my brown sugar that's gone hard or has lumps in it that you can't use for anything else because it's gone hard and lumpy. So you add it to the water and the lumps come out. So we're just gonna melt all that together in that boiling hot water. And I have had the oven on. It's been preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, and when all the butter is melted, there, it's all melted. We're gonna bring back our cake batter and we're gonna slowly, just carefully just dump it all over the top. Now, it looks sort of weird, doesn't it? You're adding all that liquid. Now, we're gonna put that in the oven at 350 degrees for half an hour, and we'll see you when it comes out. Okay, so this one took exactly the 30 minutes, and to check it when it's in the oven, you just put your fork in and lift it up in the center. If it still looks like raw dough, it's still raw. If it looks like cake, it is ready. Now, you just let it sit for a couple minutes, cool down just a little bit, and I just cut it up into 4 pieces. Scoop it out. Oh, it's nice and hot. There we go. And just scoop a bit of that sauce on it. The longer you let it sit, the thicker the sauce will become. So there you go. Isn't that nice? Now, Bob and I have very different opinions on how to eat this. He would eat it just like that or with ice cream, but I can't wait until it cools down, so I put a glob of milk on it and enjoy it. I just love it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good day.